Carry on.
Hey everybody, this is Venus Hottentot here with World Stop Web, and I'm here with
Granbois Nicole.
What's up, y'all? We're back again.
Hey, family.
And we have gifts.
We have presents and gifts and presents for you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and it's literally August.
Right.
You guys were here with our friend, your friend, Tiara Kelly, the model, the guru.
Oh, she's beautiful.
And you're going to be introduced to her today. Actually, you probably already know her. We got our friend here, ladies and gentlemen, Tiara Kelly. And
Tiara Kelly.
She is phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. We're sure you've seen her in videos by Bryson Tiller, Nick Jonas alike. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful dancer, beautiful body, and just literally a walking, talking piece of art.
Like, I was literally getting into the repertoire today. The resume. Oh, honey, I'm blown away. So today, I really want to thank you again, Tiara, darling, for coming here on World Stop Web to talk with us. How are you?
I am good. I am happy. I got a good smile on my face.
Tiara?
You can't hear me?
Oh, I can now, girl. Sorry. It was just a little technical glitch. But hey, okay, we're back. Hey, girl, how are you doing? We're glad to see you. We're glad to finally hear from you.
Yeah, I'm so happy to talk to you guys. I'm surprised the sun is still up. You know, I'm ready for it to fall down.
Granbois and I have so many questions, and I'm going to actually let him go ahead and get started.
Yes, okay, so I'm very, very, very nosy. So like I said, I was getting into you for the past couple of days here, actually. And I have so many questions for you. It's almost out of this world. So I noticed that you are a very mystical woman, and that's so powerful. Can you tell me, like, what's your background? How did you transform into the woman that you are now?
I transitioned into the butterfly after my grandmother passed, honestly. I've always been very mystical all my life, but I never understood my visions or things I felt and all that. And as I got older and got into astrology, numerology, and I attracted more people who were into that as well. And after my grandmother passed, I started seeing feathers. And I started following the feathers and what they meant. And I had my first tarot reading. And I also started playing with tarot. And from then on, it just, like, sparked this into, like, this, I don't know, this magical world that, like, I just started meeting. Like, when I was a stripper, my first house mom was, like, she did Santeria. So, like, I had spell work in my bag to make money. So, like, I've always kind of, like, now that I think about it now, I'm like, dang, I wish I kind of still did all that spell work while I was in it.
Right.
I did sometimes, but in a sense of just embracing, like, these spirits that are, like, surrounding me, these angels that are guiding me. Like, what are they saying to me? Like, I literally pay attention to every sign, color, thug, whatever. I'm Google queen. I will Google everything that I see. I'm like, that's a message. I saw a crayon on the ground, that's a message. I don't ever see no crayon, so I would do crayon.
Why I keep seeing blue today? What's up with this blue crayon? What's going on? What does that mean?
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what age was that when you started, when this all started?
About 20, 21. I, like, just packed my bags and moved to New York. And that's when it just started being ignited. And that's when the shift, like, that 12 after that year. That's when, like, I literally have been feeling this shift that is heavy now, like, for years. Like, I feel the shift. I feel this shift. I'm getting prepared for the shift. I'm like, nah, it's definitely here now. Like, if you're not aware, you're going to get left behind.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Especially after yesterday. So that kind of segues into what else I wanted to get into. What exactly, without going too deep, I know the rules, wink, wink. What did you enjoy yesterday? Like, what happened? What did you feel?
Oh my gosh. At first, I won't lie, I did not want to leave my house yesterday. You know, it was just a lot of energy I've been feeling with Mercury and Saturn and Pluto and all this.
It's been a mess, we know.
Around with the eclipse. So at first I didn't want to go, but someone picked me up and was like, no, you're going to go outside. And because they were so hyped for it, it made me hyped, and to see everybody outside looking at it, and I got to look at it and get a picture and video, and it just I was excited because, I mean, it's a new moon too, so it's already just happened. So,
Yeah.
What new
I
moon
mean,
is
eclipse
it?
happen all the time. New moon Leo.
Oh, thank God. Oh, yeah, it still is.
Fire,
It
fire,
is.
fire.
It is a
That's why
lot
it
of
was
fire. It is a
that's why
lot of
this is the
fire.
solar eclipse.
Yeah.
The last lunar eclipse was in Aquarius, which is the opposition of Leo.
Yes.
And yeah, so just yesterday was really beautiful. I feel like I released and started a whole new chapter that I'm ready to take on, and I feel like everybody except I did not like that everybody was using the solar eclipse as clout.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know what you mean.
Because we have eclipse every year. We have them every year. It's just that this is the first one that we can see, so that's why everyone's making a big deal. But I have so many notes on eclipse over the years for myself. I looked at my tweet. I wrote every year about how like it's an eclipse, and I'm like, really? Wow. I talk about this a lot.
Yeah.
Mm.
One of my friends was talking about that the other day. He's an older guy. Well, not older. He's probably close to like 30, not too much older than us, but he was talking about how he remembers when he was in school that they watched an eclipse at school, and everybody was saying the last one was 99 years ago, and I really went back and looked, and there was an eclipse when he was talking about, and I'm like, oh,
I'm really shocked, you guys.
Okay.
Like, I actually thought it was,
Yeah.
that many years ago. So y'all are surprising me
but
right
that's
now.
the thing, though. When I looked it up, it was an annular eclipse that he was talking about. I guess this is the first like total eclipse for 99 years, but we have so many eclipses a year. Like you said, we have like almost dozens, really, to be honest, especially if you count lunar. So
So, Tiara, I was going to ask you, speaking on coming into new things and all the new things that are happening for you, congratulations. You got 10K today on Instagram.
Thank you.
We peeped, and congratulations, girl. You completely deserve it.
Yes, you did.
We're going to put the hand claps on it,
Thank
girl.
you.
Don't trip. We are very, very proud of you, and you totally deserve it.
that was so awesome.
You totally deserve it. But,
I'm really excited, mainly for the simple fact this is my fourth page, to be honest, in the course of in the past couple of years.
Oh,
This is
that's
my
real.
fourth page. So the simple fact that now I'm like, I've created a real following that, like, I actually have a substantial thing here, and that I'm trying to build on. Like, I'm grateful for it, and like, of course, people still report my stuff. I try to do a good job of, covering my nipples and shit. People still get mad,
Mm.
They'll get over it.
and so.
How do you feel about that at this
messes
point?
me out.
You create something, and your body is your art, and that should be okay. How do you feel when they report your stuff?
At first, I used to feel really, really hurt. I used to cry. I was really upset that people report my art because
That's real.
it's like, this is my art, and like, you're reporting it and pretty much saying like it's bad, and like, to me that's like really messed up. Then I started seeing, as time was going on, more girls are more bald and naked as a thing, and I'm like, my pages have been reported. I wonder if it's from people who really want to be like me, and
That's real.
they just have created this thing, because I was gone. Like, once my page got deleted, I kind of boycotted, and I've seen people create these personas, and like, now they're popular off of it, and I'm like, that's cool. And but that's all you got. That ain't all I got. So I got more. That's cool.
And that's so deep
So
that you
for
say that.
me, yeah, and I feel like for me, like, a lot of people kind of, people want to look at me. I call myself a play hoe or a thought for play, because it's going to be people who look at me and judge me based off like, oh, she's naked, or she's twerking, so she's like this and she's like that, off of their own perspectives within their head, and that has nothing to do with me. So when people write me and like, I get some dudes that are going to be like, oh, be very sexual, and then there's some people who are like, I see you for you, and this is beautiful. And like, I've gotten messages from people, women, for years, of being like, how because of me embracing myself and how I am, help them embrace who they are and love their body and their size and whatever, like, that they have just been like, being sad about. I'm like helping them realize, like, it don't matter, just be free. Like, that's the whole thing about me being naked, is to teach people to be free. Me being naked is me being comfortable. Me being clothed feels like I'm creating a blockage and trying to fit into this world.
Exactly.
And me being naked is like, you got to see all this. This is rare form. I don't care if you see the sexual side. I don't care if you see the spiritual side. I don't care if you see my mental. Like, this is what you get and then what you see. And that's it.
Absolutely. There's so many ways to touch on that.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, though. Thank you.
I think that's
Thank
awesome
you.
because it's something about our generation. You know, you go different places, they call us different things, indigos, so on and so forth. Something about this generation, we put the art in something first and behaviorism second. You know, all of the rules and stuff that comes after how I feel, what I want to express. That's kind of how our generation is, and I think you're a pioneer in that way because a lot of people aren't comfortable enough to make it happen.
Absolutely.
So to see you do it and see what it's manifesting for you, hopefully people are listening and taking notes. They need to be. This show is all about notes, family. I hope y'all are taking notes because this is good stuff.
Absolutely. And you have beautiful, striking features, beautiful, deep tone. I love your gap. And, those
Thank
type
you.
of things, we celebrate those things as Black people. We love gaps. We love our, the juiciest lips you can bring to the table. And, you have those beautiful, striking features, and you're literally an embodiment of art. You're an embodiment of something else, too, that I wanted to ask you about. I hear you talk a lot about being an embodiment of Oshun.
My yeah.
That's real. That's real. Talk to me about it, if you feel comfortable.
Yeah. Oh shoot. It's so much. There's just heaviness just even talking about her. I knew about Orishas actually in the beginning of my journey when I was in New York, but I only knew of Obatala, who was the father, because one of my friends knew about it and she practiced it a bit, but she wasn't really devoted to it the way that I know how to be to it or how I know people to be to it. So I knew about it, but threw it away. Until one day I went into this place with my friend who is a Reiki master, and they were talking to one of the readers at this holistic place, and he's like, yeah, Oshun right behind you. And I look, and I'm like, who you talking to? Ain't nobody behind me. He's like, you're Oshun. And I was like, huh? And then after that day, it was very I either saw her or people kept calling me that. And I was like, okay, I need to work with her. And I gave her an offering. I started making food for her all the time. I would just bring her flowers and do all this stuff, and she would eat it. She would take them, and I felt like I would see her, and I felt like that was me. I literally saw my reflection. I would feel her emotion.
Absolutely.
And at the time, for the past 2 years, I've been working on doing a lot of shadow work. Offering and working with Oshun and working on my past life and healing the issues that I have that I need to heal to become the person that I'm supposed to be. And doing this work and working with not even just Oshun, I'm learning the history with her. So I'm having to work with my partners like Shango and my Papa Legba and my Yamaya, my mama, and I go to the ocean and just this is literally my life. And it's not just Beyonce wore gold and honey and yellow and you love beauty and love, so Oshun's your mother. That's not how it goes.
Exactly.
I've read plenty of stuff.
There are things you have to do.
Yeah, and still there's times where I'm I don't know. It's where it's just I'm scared to say that because I know the history of you can't just claim an Orisha, which a lot of people don't know or think that they can do. You don't just choose your Orisha.
They choose you, yeah.
And because you can choose whoever you want and think that that's for you, but they're very tricky. And they'll mess your life up if you go into the wrong one. Because every children is for somebody different. A lot of people want to go to Oshun because I feel like she's just popular and everybody's just Oshun. And it's no. Because there's parts of me, I would have never thought. If I was to look at Orishas before I looked at, I probably wouldn't have chose Oshun. I probably would have chose Oya because I know I'm a fire being. Yeah. And I know that, I have some of her power in me. But as I practice and I know who I am and I've lived this life of being like of really working with Oshun and just being with her and how people react to me, like I know for sure, like no doubt about it, like that is my mother, and I know why people call me her. Like I feel her. I cry like her. Sometimes I just cry and I don't even know why, and it's her.
Oh,
So
that's
she likes
beautiful.
to, that's how she expresses, that's how she releases, and if she's happy, she'll do that. Or sometimes I'll laugh. And when I had a really big breakthrough in London, and I started doing ritual performances for Oshun, I started to. A lot of people gave me feedback that like I awakened things in them, and like I could feel her laughing in me when I was dancing, or I could feel her cry through me when I'm moving and stuff like that. And
that is intense. I live.
Yeah, like lately I've been getting a lot of messages in my dreams doing ritual work with them, or this them coming into my dreams a lot, them visiting me over the past year, and that's why I left to London, because they told me to go leave the country.
And you must move when they tell you to move. You know, it's so intense to hear, and thank you for that powerful, powerful story you just told us, because it takes such a powerful being to be able to embody a spirit like that, and that's why you are a powerful person.
And definitely, like some days I feel like I can't do it. I'm like, why? And I'm like, no. But I know if I don't do it, like, who else is going to do it? And that's where it's like I'm at now. It's just like you got to take your lesson and know your purpose and just follow it. And my purpose is to be the truth and share that truth and help other people be their true self.
So, okay,
we're just taken aback. So.
Yeah, I'm thrown aback because when you were talking about how sometimes you cry and you just cry and you don't necessarily know why, it made me think of I was listening to Louisa Tish, and she was talking about Oshun, and she said, you know, if you really want to meet her, you go and you sit by the river while you're feeling sad, and you cry and you talk to her. She said, if you really, really, really want to, and you feel in your heart that you really want to meet her, you go do that. You go sit by the running free sweet water, and you just cry and you let it out and you talk to her, and then you'll meet her. And I thought that was like, when you said that instantly popped in my head.
Yeah,
that was great. Yeah, that was good. So I have one more
I try
question.
to visit the rivers. I haven't really, like, I've gone to rivers to just like go because I want to see her or just to give her love. Like, I'm more of a, like, I know I need to honor them because they give me so much gifts that I feel like my job is to honor them as spirits. Like, I have food for them. I give them water every week. I specifically go and get fresh water. So, like, I have a huge daughter. I hiked to this waterfall because I was like, I gotta go there. Like, it's a waterfall here. I have to go.
Yeah.
Like, she's there. I have to go.
That.
So I went and I made sure, like, I bathed in that waterfall. I cleansed in the water. And I took some with me so I can make sure that I keep feeding them their water and give her exactly what she needs.
Absolutely. So I know that Oshun primarily governs, over joy and things like that. And one thing I know about joy, like true joy, is that you kind of have to mesh work and play in order to really turn your career and your passion into the same thing. So if you had to give one piece of advice to young people who embody that divine feminine energy that you do, what would it be in terms of being able to make it all work and turn the dream into the reality?
I feel like the key to making your dream to reality is like holding on to that dream and like following that dream. A lot of people, a lot of our parents and stuff, like they all had dreams, but they didn't follow through with it. They just was like, I got this dream. That's it. And then they were just like, and they separated that from reality. And that's why they seem so far between. Versus me, I always had a dream. I always felt like I could do anything I want, like regardless of whatever what anybody said. Like, nah, I'm pretty sure I could do it. Like, I don't care. So I feel like anybody who has a dream of being like any type of creator, and whether it's an artist, a visual artist, writer, whatever, business plan, any type of dream that you have and you want to make it reality, you have to like feed it. you have to feed it in some type of way, whether it's like you're just doing one little thing a day. You're feeding it. You're giving it something. And the more that your energy is feeding into it, the more organically you're going to want to dedicate yourself to it and want to put all your passion into it. Where the universe is going to put things in your life where you're not going to be able to even accept the basic or reality that you think is for you anymore because it doesn't fit for your life and it doesn't fit for the present. And that's what you have to recognize, the signs that come up and show you like what this is not for me and this is actually for me.
Right.
Those situations, like, 9 to 5 is cool and it helps us, but like if you have a dream and you're putting energy into that dream, but you're also having a 9 to 5 and your 9 to 5 job always seems to like be really stressful and not helpful and it's really not doing any much better than if you wasn't to work that job and be an artist. You could think about all the time that you put all that time and energy into your art. And if you put way more energy and time into your art, how much you can build off of that.
Absolutely.
And triple it and grow and do what you want to do instead of wasting time and trying to put in a little bit of what you want to do and a lot of energy into what other people want you to do just because you think that's going to work.
Exactly.
Because it doesn't work for the long term. And, like, yes, I've been homeless. I've not had a lot of things. You know, I'm not all the way popping, has my life together, but I know that when that spark plug goes off, I am ready because I am doing the work. I might not have it all together, but I know that every day that I'm putting my energy into my work, whether it's me just taking a selfie, me just submitting to some auditions, whether I got them or not, me submitting to it, me thinking about them, me writing down what I want, me writing down that I want to have these certain goals. And I have journals for years that I write down everything.
Yeah.
How
Very
I
necessary to
is
tell the readers.
I wrote myself a letter and said, I live in LA 2014 or 2015. I put it on my altar. 6 months later, I lived in LA.
Ooh,
I just moved left.
That's a good manifestation practice right there.
Absolutely.
That's
Take
power.
notes, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
Where are you originally
And I'm originally from PG County.
Oh,
I'm
we
PG
got
girl.
two DC.
Girl.
We got two Mambo sauce
Why you ain't
having.
tell
Hey,
me?
Mambo sauce is the best sauce in the
Why
world.
you ain't tell me, Mo?
Yeah, that's what we got in here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm
Shout out to
stressed.
DC. Shout out to the entire DMV, ladies and
We're
gentlemen.
literally in here, and we're both Sagittarius. This is too much. We live the same life. I'm out of it. I'm out of it right now.
It's been absolutely wonderful having you. But to wrap up, but also piggyback off the last thing you were saying, you know, we've seen you in a lot of different videos. She's in Love for the Weekend.
Honey.
Like I said, the Nick Jonas, the Bryson Tiller video, Something Tells Me, all being an embodiment of the black girl magic that is Tiara Kelly. And clearly the walking, talking, been here before any of us got here. I feel like you've been here millions of years before we came here.
Clearly an ancestor.
I have. That's why I'm back. Like, I got to clean all this stuff up.
Yeah, we got shit to do. I understand.
It's a
We're
lot
on the
of-
same page.
It's a lot of work to do. But I wanted to ask you, what are your dreams? What do you want out of all of this, out of all that you've already accomplished?
Out of all this, what I'm currently working on is creating to blend my world together as an artist and a model and dancer and all that. Like, I want to help heal people who are also in the industry to get themselves together because that stuff is important. So, like, you know, eventually, I'm a healer and I work with people one-on-one, but eventually I want to create a team and work with artists and people in the industry. People get me on your team. I get you an astrologer. I mean, I do all that, but I want to get an official team like myself. I'm a medium and psychic. I could help you have an astrologer where you know what dates to do stuff and when not to do things. Like, that stuff is very important. People
Yeah,
just be
absolutely.
doing stuff and then not realizing, where this up? Because you shouldn't have. This wasn't the right time to make those moves. Maybe next week it would have been a better move, but you wasn't, you know, you're not aware. So you
Say
don't
that.
know. So that's what I'm working on, of just bringing my world together so that I can not only help others become better for themselves, but also just for myself, just to become better and make the world better. Because if I don't, you know, others aren't reflecting what I'm giving, you know,
You're such a
what am I doing
Sagittarius.
injustice?
We live you. We love you. We thank you for blessing us with your
Thank you
I
story.
so
love
much.
you. Thank you for having me.
Please tell the people where they can find you, your name, your whatever information you want to give about your up and coming
Your
projects.
website, all of that.
Yep.
Well, I will give a little secret. When Dram's video comes out, just look for the
All
fine
right.
lady in the red suit on his arm. That's gonna be me.
Come on, red suit.
You heard it here.
So don't look for the bald head. You're not gonna find a baldy. You're gonna find me with a nice good old nice hairstyle.
This is a
That's
Sag
just
with
my
100
shocking-
faces, ladies and gentlemen. 'Cause she done lived 100 years.
Oh, you can see me in Pink's video right now that is out at this release.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That is for when we, so that just dropped. You can follow me on my Instagram, Tiara R. Kelly. You can put that on Facebook. You'll find my Facebook page as well. My Twitter name, if you just put in Tiara Kelly, you should find it because my Twitter name is literally Barbie doll in Korean because I'm a Barbie and that's been my name since I was a kid. And insert bitch here wasn't a cool name anymore on
That's
Twitter.
real. It's okay.
So, if you just put in that name or you just go on my Twitter. And also, Spiritual Ratchet. I'm a Spiritual Ratchet queen.
Yes,
So
Spiritual
that is also my
Ratchet. That's pretty much,
Instagram.
yes, that is all of
My
our,
other Instagram
you
is
in the right
Spiritual
place.
Ratchet, where I have tools. I have, a lot of things and notes and tips that you can use and know what to do for yourself and healing. And also, I do tarot readings, so you can book a reading from there on there as well.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Blessings. Thank you for your teachings. Everybody, you know where to find her. This has been Venus Hottentot.
And Grand Bois the Nicole here at World Stop Web. Here with Miss Tiara Kelly once more.
You know where to
Love
find her,
to
ladies
you
and
all.
gentlemen. And this, thank you for having us on
Right,
your show because I
right.
got taught something today.
Exactly. Thanks for inviting us in.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Thanks, Tiara. And we'll see you guys another time. Thank you so much.
All right, family. Good day.
Okay, thanks, Tiara, girl. We appreciate that.
You're welcome.
World stop. Carry on.